Welcome to the first international matchmaking event of Budapest University of Technology and Economics in the fields of engineering, natural and social sciences. I will be your host for today. My name is László Robert Zsiros. Finding partners for European grant applications is not a simple task for sure, but with BME Competence Fair, we would like to make this process as easy as possible. As this event is focusing on effective networking and collaboration, both here at the venues and in the digital world, we would highly encourage you to download the Whova app to your phone if you haven't done it so, which is WHOVA, and make a quick registration for the platform. I've been using Whova for 20 years and just look at me, I already lost 10 kilos, so it's a great application. No, of course I was just joking, but Whova is really crucial for today if you want to take part in all the different events that we have for you. If you'd like to actively participate in today's pitch sessions, roundtable discussions and breakout activities, Whova is there for you, so please make your registration. We also have breakout activities, and you can find other means of connecting with like-minded attendees. I try to focus both to the audience here at the venue and also to the camera, which makes it a bit off, but I think we will get used to it by the end of the day. All the information regarding today's event can be found both on Whova and on innovation.bme.hu website. I hope you all have a pleasant day today, and you will find all the activities, all the sessions very exciting and useful for your future work. And now I'd like to ask Mr. István Szabó, Vice President for Science Innovation of the Hungarian National Research Development and Innovation Office, to deliver his swift opening presentation.
Thank you very much and welcome, dear colleagues. I understood the reference of being swift, and honestly I didn't want to talk too much, but still I think it's very important to say a few words. Why is this event important from policy point of view? Because Horizon Europe is obviously a flagship program for Europe, and it's also a flagship program for Hungary, or at least it should be. But we see that Hungarian researchers and the business sector players are sometimes, I would say, a bit reluctant to participate in these programs. And this shouldn't come as a surprise, because if we take a look at the figures, then we see that roughly 95% of the Horizon 2020 funds, basically the previous framework programs, went to the EU 15 or EU 14 member states. So this means that to the east of the former Iron Curtain, some 5% of funding were allocated, which is not very big. So I would say it raises serious questions on the motivation, if it makes sense to apply. Still, we believe that it's important to try and get in the ring, basically, internationally as well. That's why we, for instance, set the goal of increasing our Horizon 2020 participation of 0.65 to 2.18% of participation from the Horizon Europe funds. And I always say, and I say this here as well, that it's not about getting more money. Obviously, it's very nice for Hungary to have more money, but it's more important to be much more embedded in the international scientific and business innovation scheme. So we highly encourage everybody to participate in these programs, and I think that this event could greatly help in it. While I was waiting for the connection, I saw on one of the next slides many logos of certain initiatives, and actually most of these are initiated by our office. So I would highlight these a bit, and the participation and the contribution to the potential Horizon Europe programs. So, for instance, the Competence Center, which is or the Higher Education Cooperation Center, the Territorial Innovation Platforms, and of course the Horizon Europe logos as well. And from the Hungarian part, we have two major logic with these initiatives. One of them is to make sure that the business sector is somehow connected to the academic sector, and from the other side, that both the business sector players and both the academic sector players are interacting within each other as well. So basically, we don't want to have the bastions of innovation and science, but we want to have networks of innovation and science. And the very reason for this is basically that we want to be internationally visible. And by building these critical masses, so basically making these networks visible internationally as well, we are convinced that this will actually help boosting innovation and R&D in Hungary. Because if you think on it a bit, the phrase of Hungarian innovation and Hungarian science is a bit of oxymoron, because you can only have an understanding of this in international context. So it's very nice to be world famous in Hungary, but it's more important to be world famous in the world, actually. And this is what we are trying to achieve. I'm pretty sure that this event, again, will help this a lot, because it's also very important to show what are your results and what did you achieve and how could you potentially contribute to this end. And I hope that this event is really the first event. So this means that there will be many more events in the future years in this topic. So with this, I would like to wish you a successful fair and networking. And if our office can be of any help, especially because it might be well known that in Hungary, our office is responsible for the Horizon Europe, then again, feel free to contact us anytime. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much. Please let me introduce you one of the beating hearts behind today's event. She's Borbála Schenk, and she's the Chief EU Research Funding Advisor at BME. Welcome her on stage.
Thank you very much for this kind introduction. And welcome you all on set and in front of the screens. We have been receiving registrations even today. And currently we have like more than 250 registrations from 16 countries of Europe. So welcome you all, and we would like to wish you successful and also enjoyable networking. I would like to say a few words about how we at Budapest University of Technology and Economics support the Horizon Europe participation of our researchers. So Budapest University of Technology and Economics is a leading educational and research institution of engineering, social sciences, and natural sciences, of course. The university is celebrating its 240th anniversary this year, and we have 8 faculties, more than 20,000 students, and more than 1,200 academic staff. In the Horizon Europe Framework Program, the university, in terms of the grant secured, was the most successful Hungarian applicant, and we would like to preserve and even strengthen this position to be a regional leading actor in this field. I'm representing now also the Center for University and Industry Cooperation. This is BME FIEK. This center is organizing the innovation-related activities and provides support for all the faculties in the university. And this complex portfolio includes the Horizon Europe support. So this is basically the portfolio we support our researchers with. And our main message is always that Horizon Europe is not only about securing grants, it is about joining European collaborations. It is about getting into partnerships about the most exciting fields of research in Europe. It is about getting knowledge. It is about seeing multiple perspectives, becoming engaged with multiple stakeholders all over Europe and also beyond. So basically what we provide the researchers at BME is a very strong pillar that starts at the grant advocacy. So sometimes we even start before the actual idea emerges. We help the researchers to formulate their ideas of how to participate or which grant to participate in. And then we guide our researchers throughout the whole process, basically till we press submit on the funding and tenders portal. Another important activity we are doing at BME FIEK in terms of Horizon Europe support is the information and awareness raising pillar. We have a web page, we have 10, or actually like now we have 11 because we added one more, thematic Teams channels so that we could save some time for the researchers and provide them targeted information according to their interest. And what is very, very important, and we have been doing it almost on a daily basis, is that we talk, we discuss, we consult, we engage in conversations, because many times the ideas are formulated during these conversations, and that is why they are really important. We also have some extras. We also have a webinar, which is a weekly webinar, and with this aim, I am a bit reflecting to let's see what, yeah. So Horizon Europe is about science, but at the same time is about meeting the specific requirements of the European Commission. So it's not enough to have a good idea. It has to be presented in a way that it meets the requirements. Okay? And one of the requirements of the European Commission is societal impact, open science, citizen science. And with this webinar, with this weekly webinar, which is called BME Horizon Hot Topics, we provide up-to-date information, fresh perspectives on exciting topics of open science, societal impact, like citizen science, ethics of research, like ethics of artificial intelligence, open research landscape, open peer review publications. So we would like to cover all the areas that can be important for us and for everybody who is interested in Horizon Europe to broaden our perspectives and to make sure that we are confidently handling these requirements and these new trends that are on the European research scene. And these webinars are broadcasted live on our webpage and on our YouTube channel. A very important initiative of the university is a quite recent one, which is the competence map. I checked this morning, and we have already 321 researcher profiles and 114 research group profiles up there in the competence map. And this competence map basically provides an easily searchable platform for Hungarian, for international academic and industry partners to be able to find the appropriate counterparts in the university. We even have installed a Horizon Europe keyword search through which you can, like, for example, find partners for citizen communities or renewable energy or smart transportation and mobility. So all these keywords facilitate the partner search for Horizon Europe grants. In the competence map, through the search functions, you can, or the user can find researcher and research group profiles with like photos, information about publications, achievements. So we would like to provide as much information as possible in an easily navigable format. And here we are at another initiative, recent initiative of the Budapest University of Budapest University of Technology and Economics, sorry, which is the Competence Fair. This is a brand new event. With this event, we would like to provide a possibility for everyone in the university and beyond, in Hungary and in all over Europe, to come and meet us, start conversations, connect, and we would like to provide a relaxed and enjoyable atmosphere, basically, to start these serious conversations. So that is what we are doing with this event. That is what we are doing here on set. There are like many places to sit down, talk, network. This is the beautiful area around here. And also online, we have the application which you can use even now for connecting with other participants. And our aim is to provide you an enjoyable experience of networking. And please follow us on set, follow the live stream, find your connections on Whova, join the discussion rooms between 1 and 3 p.m., which we set up like 24 discussion rooms according to different topics. And we even have a surprise, which you will be notified about via email. And we wish you a very happy and enjoyable day today. And of course, everything is a team effort. And I would like to thank the whole FIEK team for their continuous support and hard work in preparing this event, and also for the top-level management of the university for their continuous support in our efforts to help our researchers in their successful Horizon Europe participation. So thank you very much. I wish you a nice day, and I would like to give the floor now to László.
Thank you very much. Well, relaxing might not be the best word for pitching, as it's a very strict format of 3-minute presentations, and that's what you will see in the next 15 minutes. You will see prime examples of BME's research groups of combustion research, material sciences, critical systems, and control for transportation and vehicle systems. Each presentation will be exactly 3 minutes long. When the time is up, I might stand up, get closer and closer, until it gets really inconvenient. So I'll try to keep time as sharp as possible. Speakers will be in this order: Viktor, Józsa, Balazs, Imre, Zoltán, Micskei, and Ferenc, Hegedűs. Welcome them on stage.
Thank you very much. I'm Viktor, Józsa, and the leader of the BME Combustion Research Group, which was established 5 years ago. And our principal focus is on combustion, especially renewable liquid and gaseous fuels, because we have several industries which are especially cumbersome to decarbonize. Besides that, we also deal with thermal modeling and simulation and solving industrial problems. You will see here on the right side of the screen wind turbine, where the cooling was critical, and we also have some expertise in space technology. I have here the model of the real-life scale model of the satellite, the SMOG-1, which is actually orbiting around Earth. So actually we were pretty successful with this one. And I would like to highlight another connection with the industry. It is quite recent, and we are cooperating with a medical company dealing with cancer research. They are exploiting our vast knowledge on atomization. This is a very critical step in their technology. And our most notable achievement is the establishment of the mixture temperature-controlled combustion, in which we managed to get more than 50% reduction in NOx emission, while the other emissions were not affected. So this is a pretty big leap forward. And on the right side of the screen, you see, and especially literally, you don't see the flame, because we have a so homogeneous mixture that which is necessary to have these very low emissions. And we are not only exploring a field which was not predicted by any theory, but we managed to do a simulation work on this topic, and this was pretty successful. And for the last slide, you can see the horizon topics that we are interested in for collaboration, and in general, they are around combustion, thermal analysis and modeling, data processing and statistical analysis, especially in energy systems, and we are also good at measurements planning and evaluation. And thank you very much. I hope I'm in 3 minutes.
Hello, my name is Balazs Imre, and I'm here to introduce BME's Laboratory of Plastics and Rubber Technology. Not an easy task to do in 3 minutes, but I'll do my best. So, as materials scientists, we aim to connect raw materials producers on the one hand with plastics manufacturers, users, and the recycling business on the other. We do this in 3 ways. We train the future generations of materials engineers, and we are very proud of our own master's program in polymer plastics and fiber technologies. And we also perform, of course, basic and applied research within polymer science, as I'm going to detail in the next slide. And third, we maintain close relationships with the industry in the form of developing new materials and products, and also solving practical problems in technology. Our research covers a quite wide area from polymer physics and basic questions in theory on the one hand, and functional applications on the other, always with a strong emphasis on sustainability these days. We develop structural materials, brands and composites for, among others, the packaging industry, automotive, and construction applications. Most of our projects these days cover sustainable materials. We work with bioplastics, natural fillers, but we also investigate degradation and the recycling of rubbers and plastic materials. Medical applications and other functional applications play a large and ever-increasing role in our activities. These involve tissue engineering and drug delivery applications, among others. Finally, a few words about working with us. We plan to be very busy in the next few years and submit several proposals under the framework of the Horizon Europe programs, and also through public-private partnerships as listed on the slide. But beyond this, we are also always happy to work directly with research institutes and members of the industry as well. In all these projects, we can contribute with our solid expertise in polymer synthesis, modification, processing, and characterization. And when it comes to grant management, we are very active in writing proposals and also building consortia. But at the moment, we don't aim to participate as project coordinators in this project. If you are interested in any form of collaboration with us, feel free to contact me or one of my colleagues in email, LinkedIn, or through the Whova application if you are participating in this event. And we are also shortly going to be present on BME's competence map. Or if you are looking to submit a proposal in the 2022 call through CBE-JU, we are also there on the networking platform, so you can find us there. Thank you very much for your attention.
Okay, so welcome everyone. My name is Zoltán Micskei. I'm the leader of the Critical System Research Group, the Faculty of Electrical Engineering and Informatics. Our group is approximately 20 people, nearly half of them is staff, the other part is early stage researchers, and we are working on designing, developing, and verifying critical systems. Our main competencies are the design, analysis, verification of software-intensive systems, ranging from new methodologies for system engineering, building advanced software tools and prototypes to help benchmarking or safety evaluation, and doing all aspects of verification, starting from test generation, for example, for formal methods. Our typical application domains and industrial partners come from all range of mission, business, or safety critical system, for example, automotive or railway suppliers, or financial services and other critical infrastructure providers. We are active in direct industrial cooperation and also in large each 2020 XL or other kind of projects. In the new call scheme, we are looking for calls and possible collaborations around digitalization, cloud and edge, or space-based services, but any infrastructure, any critical services is really interesting and important for us. You can see a few keywords about recent research ideas and research areas. For example, we have a very strong and active collaboration in blockchain and smart contracts, for example, with the Central Bank of Hungary doing central-based digital currencies or workflow-based cooperations in private blockchains. Another active area is software system engineering. We are participating in the development of SYSAMA, the system modeling language. The new version of the language is currently standardized, and we actively involved in defining the language and the semantics of the language. And finally, in all aspects of verification, validation, safety evaluation based on different standards is our typical projects we are doing with our partners. If you want to learn more about our research group, please check our website, or you can find us also on Twitter. Thank you for listening to me, and let's hope we can meet in future events and projects. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and welcome everyone. I'm Ferenc Hegedűs from the Department of Hydrodynamic System. Our main research interest is sonochemistry and high-performance GPU programming. Let us talk a little bit with sonochemistry. The main idea of sonochemistry is that if we have a liquid domain and if we irradiate it with high intensity and high frequency ultrasound, bubble clusters are formed in the liquid. Can we start somehow the videos? So in the left hand side we can see a real-time camera recording of a sonochemical reactor. Because of the high frequency between 20 kilohertz or 2 megahertz, we can barely see that what is the exact dynamics of the bubble clusters. But if we can have a look on a high-speed camera recording on the right-hand side, can we start please, the second video? Thank you very much. We can see that exactly we have a structure of a bubble cluster composed of nearly micron-sized, nearly spherical bubbles, and during the radial pulsation, the contraction can be so fast that inside the bubbles, the temperature can reach several thousands of degrees of Kelvin, which induce chemical reactions. So that's how the name is formulated, sonochemistry, chemistry induced by ultrasound. And what are our main achievements so far? We treat sonochemistry with numerics, and what we can do is to calculate the dynamics of bubbles and bubble clusters, including the chemical reactions inside the bubbles. And what we can do, for instance, is to determine the optimal operation conditions like irradiation frequencies of a given sonochemical reactor. During the numerics, we use high-performance GPU programming, and as a byproduct, we developed our own general-purpose ordinary differential equation solver. And in the right-hand side, we can see some performance characteristic curve of a specific problem. On the vertical line, we have a runtime of the problem, and our program package is the red one. So it turned out to be that this is the fastest solver already available in the market. We can see that the vertical axis is in logarithmic scale, so we have orders of magnitude different speedups here. Finally, we're looking for any kind of cooperation, especially with ERC synergy grants, and I try to collect some Horizon European keywords which is best fit to our research interest, and thank you very much for your attention.